Welcome back to Final Fantasy III. In the previous episode I got captured at Tokul, being taken to a cell at Castle Hein, finding my way out of it, defeating Hein the wizard. The curse over the Elder Tree was broken and the people of Argus were freed. I received the time wheel from King Argus, taking it to Seed of Canaan, who used it to retrofit my vessel, the Enterprise, into an airship. I flew away from the floaty continent to the surface world, finding endless ocean. I found the water priestess Arya at a shipwreck, escorting her to the Temple of Water to get the crystal shard there, so I could take it to the Cave of Tides, where the larger water crystal was, receiving its power, but not before Kraken, servant of Lord Xanda, loosed a cursed arrow at Arya. The sunken continents have risen, with my party having woken up at Amur and my ship chained by Goldor. I'll soon face him to release the ship, so let's get to it. I go through Amur's waterways, entering the sewers at the southeast. New enemies I can find here include Darklegs, a basic enemy weak to lightning, Gigantoads, slightly stronger lightning weak enemies, Twin Ligers, similar to Gigantoads, they lack weaknesses, and Stropers, very strong attackers capable of paralysis. I go east, climbing down to the second floor. Here I go west, finding a chest at the south that contains the cat claws. I give these to Alan. Then I climb down the southwestern stairs to the first floor. I go east, finding the warrior wannabes. They have gotten themselves surrounded by 8 goblins, which are easily defeated. Having saved the old man, I climb down the eastern stairs to the 4th floor. Then I go west and south, finding a secret room to the east, with chests that contain a mangosh and a force hammer. This lightning elemental weapon can cast Fandara. There's also a secret room to the west. It has chests that hold the Horicalcum, a recovery elemental weapon that drains HP, effect reverse on undead, and power bracers. They grant +5 strength. I give them to Alan. I then go west and south, finding the room where Delilah lies. I ask her if I can get the Levigrass Shoes. She doubts that we're the Warriors of Light though, tossing the shoes at us, but the old man arrived, telling me to stand back. The shoes were fake. The old man vouched for our authenticity as the legendary warriors, so Delilah gives me the true shoes. The old man then warped us out of the dungeon, having used an otter shroom to do so. I set out to Goldor's Manor. Enemies found on this path include Drakrokotas. They have a sleep-inducing attack, Black Clans, enemies weak to air, they have a paralyzing bad breath, Helgarus, these ones can cast Blind, Magicians, they can cast Blizzara, Fandara and Fire, and Vulcans, another spellcaster. This one has a stronger attack. I travel to the south, circumventing the mountains and crossing the bog to arrive at Goldor's Manor. New enemies include Gold Eagles, a basic enemy resistant to lightning, a common resistance among gold enemies, Gold Knights, a pretty strong enemy, Gold Bears, these ones can cast Break, Gold Warriors, they can cast Thunder, and Nightmares. They confuse either with their attacks or their glares. I go north, climbing up to the 2nd floor, going counterclockwise along the corridor, finding 11 chests that contain golden swords. They are incredibly weak and inaccurate, good only for selling. The 12th chest here has Wyvern Claws, a weapon that is simultaneously fire and lightning elemental. They can also cast Aero. I give them to Alan. I then return to the 1st floor, unlocking the door to the northeast room, finding a path to the west with stairs back to the 2nd floor. The stairs at the northwest here take me to the crystal room, where Goldor is. He can cast the elemental spells, and has strong attacks as well, also having massive magic defense. This is a simple fight where we trade blows, though Goldor seems insistent in attacking Alan. He falls anyway. After his defeat, Goldor destroys the crystal, leaving behind the chain key, regaining my ship. I thus teleport out of the manor and return to Amur. I can finally set sail. Enemies found in the oceans include Anettes, a basic lightning weak enemy, mermaids, slightly stronger enemies, seahorses, similar enemies to mermaids, and sea serpents, the strongest ocean enemy. As I sail northwest of Amur, I find the town of Duster. A bard here tells of the Dalg continent, which is to the southeast. Its entrance is protected by strong winds. This town has an inn and item shop. The bards here sing many songs. They sing of the Warriors of Darkness, of Leviathan, Odin, and Bahamut. I also find 2 earthen drums on the grass. These items inflict earth elemental damage. A man says that Saronia has the fastest airship. The weapon shop here sells diamond bells for geomancers and Madhura arms for bards, while the armor shop sells Gaia vests, bard vests, feather hats, and rune bracers. The feather hats provide +5 agility. I then fly around the continent, finding the town of Replito to the northwest. This town has an inn, an item shop, and a magic shop that sells Escape, Ison, Spark, Hitra, and Hyper. Summon magic for evokers. Escape summons chocobos for escaping, though they might do a powerless kick instead. Ison summons Shiva for either ice damage or sleep status. Spark summons Ramu for either lightning damage or paralysis status. Hydra summons Ifrit for either fire elemental damage or healing, while Hyper summons Titan for strong non-elemental damage. An evoker tells of Noah, who sealed Leviathan and Bahamut. He was a great magus that lived in Dalg. One of his apprentices guards the dream world. He rests at the southern fjords. An evoker says that summoners can call stronger beings than evokers. Noah could summon Leviathan and Bahamut. A locked-up old man says that in a triangle-shaped island is much treasure. Behind some trees is a Golgan. He tells of the flood of darkness that threatens the world. An imbalance of either light or dark destroys both. I then find hidden items, those being a phoenix down, 2 turtle shells that boost defense, and an elixir. I fly over a massive town, but as I do so, my airship is blasted to bits. I fall down, finding myself between 2 armies. To the north is Castle Saronia. The guards here won't let me through though, so I explore this massive town. I go southwest first. I'm told the king has divided the Saronian army into 2, forcing them to fight each other. This town is divided into 4 districts. There's a chocobo researcher here. He can summon a fat chocobo. An old man says he saw someone who looked like the prince at a nearby pub. I go inside. He's being accosted by some thugs. After beating them, Prince Alus tells of the happenings at Saronia. He tried to stop his father, but got exiled instead. He requests our help to get back at the castle. I find a revival spring as well. A soldier saw that the king's advisor had a bird-shaped shadow. It looked like the fiend Garuda. The shops have also been closed by royal decree, though one weapon shop seems to be disobeying it. An old man gives me a winged spear if I'm with Prince Alus. This weapon is air elemental. Another old man gives me a dragon mail if I'm with Alus. I return to the chocobo researcher house. There's a secret path that leads to a whopping 11 chests. Each of them holds a Geishel green. I then leave this district, going to the southeast. A man says that the tower here has the Dragoon's treasure, though another warns that it's infested with monsters. Yet another man says that Dragoons are the only ones who have ever defeated Garuda. I thus enter the tower. New enemies found here include Needle Monkeys, a weaker enemy with poisonous attacks, Catoblepas, a stronger enemy, Helgaru Mages, they can cast multiple spells including Break and Shade, Sorcerers, they like attacking with elemental spells, and Sandworms, the strongest enemy here. I go around secret corridors on this floor to climb up to the 2nd floor, then multiple sets of stairs, ending at the 6th floor. I go south, opening chests that contain a dragon mail, 2 dragon helms, 2 thunder spears, weapons that are simultaneously air and lightning elemental, and a phoenix down. I then go north, opening chests that contain 2 sets of dragon mail, 2 dragon helms, a phoenix down, and a thunder spear. I then go to the northwest district. Here, I find an inn and item shop. An old man says that there was a tunnel under the castle that led to the sea. It's been closed from the castle side. There's also a large library here, but it's closed for now. Then, I go to the northeast district. It also has an inn and item shop. A tree here hides an elixir. There's a weapon shop here that sells thunder spears and wind spears. I return to the southwest, using the fat chocobo to store items, job changing all my party members to dragoons, fitting them with the equipment I found here at Saronia. I then go to the castle. A soldier inside gives the order to let us in. A meeting with the king is scheduled for the next day, so we sleep here. Alice wonders about his father. Alex ensures him that he loves him. It should all be cleared up the next day, though Alice feels some unease. As the night goes on, the king shows up, knife in hand, to attack Prince Alus. Gigametz, the advisor, insists the king does this, but King Gorn has struck himself instead. It's our time to strike. Gigametz reveals his true form, the Garuda, a very strong boss with a strong lightning ability that hits all party members. He is weak to air though. The Dragoon's jump ability deals immense damage, but even then I fail at defeating Garuda. After many tries, I decide to buy wind spears for the Dragoons that lack them, which does translate into a greater damage boost, but it still requires multiple attempts to beat Garuda. With Garuda gone, King Gorn is finally free from his spell. With his last moments, he tells Alice to bring peace to Saronia as the new king. I go to the throne room. A soldier says there's a secret path at the 1st floor of this tower. A bard sings of an undersea temple that is south of here. Another sings of Noah's loot. I return to the 1st floor. Going east through the secret path, I find chests that contain 4 sets of rusty mail, 2 high potions, a golem staff that can inflict petrification, a scholar hat, Medusa arrows, a mangosh, an ice staff, and a force hammer. I then go downstairs, finding more chests that contain an earthen bell, a set of rusty mail, a Gaia vest, a set of Viking mail, a dragon helm, and a Viking helm. I then leave the tower, entering the eastern room. The engineers here have found the airship Nautilus at some ancient ruins, repairing it so I can use it. I then enter the western room. The mages here tell of Noah. He had 3 disciples, Zanda, Toga, and Unei, with whom he divided his power. Only someone like them could have caused the earthquake. I'm told the Nautilus could pass through the winds of Dalg. A soldier hidden away says that there's a hidden room at the mage's room. A hidden switch opens a path that leads to successive stairs, at the end of which are chests that contain 2 phoenix downs. I leave for the town, checking what the shops have in store. Northeast has a level 5 magic shop that sells Fandaga, the strongest lightning magic, Raise, a one-shot spell, Erase, a bugged spell, it was supposed to remove Reflect, Kuraga, a stronger heal, Raise, the revival spell, and Protect, a spell that increases defenses both physical and magical. There's also a weapon shop that sells fire staves, ice staves, light staves, golem staves, rune staves that can cast Blizzaga, fire rods, ice rods, and light rods. And a level 4 magic shop, it sells Break, Blizzaga, Shade, Libra, Confuse, and Silence. I then go northwest. The library here has many books that have information on the Tower of Owen, the Flood of Light of times past, that was defeated by the Warriors of Darkness, the Dark Blades of Falgabard, and airships. There's also a magic shop that sells Fire, Blizzara, Pandara, Cura, Teleport, and Blindness. Then I go southwest. The armor shop here sells white robes that grant +5 mind, black robes that grant +5 intelligence, rune bracers, Gaia vests, scholar robes, and scholar hats. I make some changes among my party. Alvin returns to white mage, Alice returns to black mage, Alex becomes a geomancer, and Alan becomes an evoker. I do fit them with what I have, but make some additional purchases. I buy a white robe for Alvin and 2 black robes for Alice and Alan. I fly with the Nautilus, a very fast airship, to Duster, buying a diamond bell for Alex and 2 feathered hats for Alex and Alan. I then fly to Replito, buying 1 of each summon spell for Alan. I then return to Saronia to buy Blindness, Kuraga, and Raise for Alvin, as well as Fandaga for Alice. Now this has been quite a journey. I braved Amur's sewers, getting the Levigrass Shoes from Delilah, so I could cross a bog to Goldor's Manor, defeating the scoundrel there so I could release the chain that bound my ship. As I fly through a massive city, I got blasted out of the sky by cannon fire, falling to Saronia, a city in strife, the king there having ordered the army to fight itself. I found the crowned Prince Alus, then went to the castle to meet with the king, who was being manipulated by the fiend Garuda. With him defeated, the spell over the king was broken, but it's too late for him, so he passed the crown to Alus. Saronia's engineers have repaired and given me the airship Nautilus, the fastest of its kind. It will allow me to brave through the winds of the continent of Dalg. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, as I pierce through Dalg's winds.